Guys, we finally got some survey skins. I'm so excited for this. So common criticism of Epic Games the last little while is like, okay, these skins that you've been putting out are hot garbage, except the collabs. They do the collabs very, very well, but the people miss the original skins. People miss like all these awesome skins in the battle pass that Epic Games used to make. Right now, we got some survey skins finally. If you haven't heard about survey skins before, they are leaked skins which actually usually come to the game later on. Not every single one of them get used, but quite a bit of them you can expect to see. A lot of them have been getting used for the battle pass. And it's not just me that really likes these skins, man. There's a community is hyped up about it, and it's so good to see. It's so good to see. It's awesome. It's making me really excited for next season's battle pass. So guys, what I want to do today is I picked out my favorite from all of these survey skins here. I can't show them all off, there's so many of them, but guys, if you want to go check them out, I took these from just like floating around on Twitter. People keep reposting pictures, but I want to say again, I'm not 100%. I think they first came from Fire Monkey, so if they are, I go follow Fire Monkey on Twitter. He's a fantastic leaker anyways. That's where you get all the news from Fortnite from. So since I took a lot of these survey skins out that I'm going to show here, I'm going to try not to talk about them forever because there's quite a bit. Like the last time I took about 10 skins, this time it's a lot more. So guys, with that being said, we're just going to get right into it for the first one, and it is a core reskin. Usually I don't pick reskins for this one, but man, I'm a core fan. I love the design of core, and this whole skin here just looks fantastic. Love the lines going through them. It's almost like if you were to take the bonus styles for this season and just like upscale them a little bit, this looks a lot better. I can really see like that being the skins that we have now. That'd be really cool. I like it. After that, we have another weird skin, and this is where, when we always talk about the survey skins, this is where I'm always stuck because I always have to go like, okay, this is another skin, and next up we have this skin because the skins don't have a name, right? It's just the pictures, but I'm like getting a little bit Medusa vibes, and I know that doesn't make much sense. I was thinking like the more of the stone character, but regardless, this looks really cool. Another thing I didn't mention is, man, these look like awesome Fortnite skins. At least a lot of them do. So man, I have a really, really good feeling about next season in Fortnite. I cannot wait for it. And speaking of Fortnite, take a look at this fantastic skin here. Imagine getting killed by this thing, and then from that emote with the chapter 1 or the chapter 3 season 1 emote where it's like the character goes like this, like I can really see this skin doing that. After that, now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this one I did not really love. This one, it's an okay skin. Like I think it's okay, but I saw a lot of people reposting it, and I picked up a couple skins that I saw a lot of people reposting and saying, hey Epic, give me this now. And this is one of those skins that I included in here. I think it's okay. Like I get why people are hyped up about it, but it's just not for me personally. Now speaking of skins that are for me, take a look at this fantastic one here. It's giving me like a little bit of like a Melina vibes. It's like if you mixed Melina and Sub-Zero. I know that doesn't make too much sense, but I kind of see it. I hope you get where I'm coming from here. This looks really cool. Love the mask, love the pickaxe effect. I can only imagine that would come off of that. Looks great. Love, I can see the whole design. The whole skin would probably be animated. I really like the design for this one. After that is a skin I actually have mixed feelings on. The head looks really cool with all the snakes. Again, talking about Medusa, but like the body's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Like I don't know exactly what that is. Like are you just going for like a snaky pattern? I don't really know. Like the head's really cool, and if you went with that whole design there, but I get what you were going for. It's just like the body's throwing me off a little bit, but the head's really cool, so it's like a 50% like with this one. Now this next one, man, what the hell is this? Look at the size of that thing. Like I feel like I would have to get this skin just for the memes. Imagine doing an emote like bunny bounce, or an emote where you're just like throwing it back at least a little bit, where it's like you're jumping around the opponent after you knock them. I feel like I'll just have to get this one to do this type of stuff. Like what is this? It's so funny. I love it. Moving on, this one's a little bit weird, but I really like it myself. This is like a summer Santa. It doesn't make sense. Like, does this one come around winter? It has like, is that palm trees or spiders on them? Because I was thinking at first it was like, hey, maybe it's like a Fortnite / Christmas skin, because I would still love a skin like that, the one that celebrates both Halloween and Christmas, kind of like Krampus. I really like that skin, especially when it came out. But this one's just like weird, and I kind of like the way that it is weird. Like, it's just Santa, but skinnier. Now for this next one, honestly, I'd have to say this is probably my favorite in the entire survey skin here. Like, look at this skin. Think about the potential for Fortnite coming out. I love the design. Again, I can see the whole skin being animated. Love the hat, the hair, like the spider web thingy coming off of her arm. Love the gloves. I love everything about the skin. I would get this one instantly. Now this next one's a really weird skin. Again, you guys know me. I really like the weird gimmicky skins, right? Like, I don't know if gimmicky is the right word to say it. It's like, for example, like the Kiss Me skin's one of my favorite. Like the Valentine's skin where it's like his head spins around. It says kiss me after you kill somebody. That's so funny. Regardless, stuff like this reminds me of that skin. There was another bird skin in an old survey leak. If I find it, I'll throw it on screen, but no promises because I don't know the name of it. But it looks like they scrapped this skin and kind of like changed it a little bit and made it into this skin. I still like it, but I like the way the bird was at first. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. That bird skin was really cool. I would still love to see that come to the game. Actually, I was just talking about my favorite, and this next one actually might be my favorite. Like, this one might take it over. Look how cool this skin looks. Like, I love the design. I hope I'm not repeating myself here, because I'm like, I look at these skins and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. Love the design, love everything about it. But regardless, like, I keep saying the same things here. I love this skin. It looks so cool. This one actually might be my favorite, honestly. After that is a very interesting skin because a lot of people were talking about this skin has potential to be like a boss or a villain theme of the season, kind of like the Bloom Watcher is for the season, although we haven't really seen her too much yet. But I get where they're coming from, but then again, it could just be another skin. Like, maybe I'm thinking like, okay, this could fall under a secret skin for a battle pass, but then I'm thinking like, okay, am I just reading that and the community's talking about that specific skin for no reason? Then I'm getting like, I'm tying that into the skin when I take a look at it. So I don't know. I just think it's a cool design, but I don't necessarily know if it will come as a main Fortnite character one day. Oh, now take a look at this one, guys. This one really reminds me of the Zero skin back in Chapter 2 Season 1. For that reason, because they're kind of similar, I would not cop this skin, but if I did not own Zero, I would get this one instantly. Take a look at this. It's like, I don't know if it is the 0 point or if it's just like some energy type thing going through it. Regardless, it has like one brain and it's like holographically generated around it. I really like the concept for this one. I hope this comes to the game soon. After that, we got another skin that kind of looks like Leviathan here, and it's just like, it's kind of like the same concept. You got a brain inside a helmet and then the rest of the body's there. I think it's a cool looking skin. I don't know if I personally get this one, but I really like the design. After that, at first, I thought this was like a Midas counterpart type thing, but Midas doesn't really have a gold face, right? Oro does, but Midas doesn't. We still don't have any lore on that, by the way. I just thought about that now. Like, are they ever going to revisit that one day? Probably not, but who knows? Regardless, this skin also reminds me of like those gold face people from Game of Thrones, and Game of Thrones is my favorite show of all time, so I feel like I'd get this one for that sake, but then again, I'd like kind of hope for an actual Game of Thrones crossover, especially in the emails with the surveys, and Epic Games like, hey, would you like to see a Game of Thrones crossover? And I was like, yes, I would like to see a Game of Thrones crossover, and we still haven't seen it. It's been like a year, so this skin is like the best thing I would be able to get for that, so I don't know. It's a cool looking skin though. After that is a fire robot lady with giant feet, and I just think this is really, I think the design's cool. Don't have too much to say about it. I can really see this one coming for like Halloween-y type thing. Next up, we have like some girl in a weird looking dress. Again, talking about Fortnite mirrors, there are so many of these skins I can see really coming out for Fortnite mirrors. Now, this skin typically isn't my thing. I like the flashy skins, kind of like the 0 point skin we just saw. I like skins that are like really out there like that, but I don't know. Something about the design for this one is just really clean to me. I don't know. Like, again, I don't usually run these things. Maybe it's because it's like a little bit scarier than usual. You got the spikes on the heels and the knees, and the dress looks a little spiky, and then you have like the armor going through the sleeves. I don't know. I just really like the design for this one. It looks clean. Now, this is probably the skin I've actually seen most talked about on Twitter this morning, and man, it is some alligator in a jacket, man. This skin has it looks really good. He looks clean. Like, I feel like this is like a more of a meme skin, but I don't know what people really love about this one. Again, this skin isn't really for me. I kind of like hybrid. It's reminding me of hybrid, but like almost not as good. Just my opinion, of course. Like, obviously I'm in the minority here. People love this skin, but man, if everybody's loving this skin, maybe Epic Games can bring it for the crew or something. Who knows? I like it though. Maybe actually this looks like it could be a battle pass skin, like a progressive battle pass skin, but who knows? Who knows? Epic Games been slacking on the battle passes a little bit lately. After that, we're going to another one of my favorites. We have a fiery skull thing with, I don't know, some effects on it. It looks like a crossover between the Deadeye skin and Ghost Rider, which are both fantastic skins, and I don't have too much else to say about this one. It looks fantastic. I really like this one. It looks cool. Now, next up, we have a wolf, and again, this one isn't really for me, but a lot of people were talking about it. Same with another skin that we were going to talk about in a little bit. A lot of people reposted this one. It's kind of like the fox skin that we got a long time ago, or it was a fox, where it's like everyone was hyped up about the skin. It's like, oh my god, the skin's amazing, but I'm like, I don't really love it myself. But of course, if everybody loves it, then bring it to the game, Epic Games. But it'll sell well, make people happy, people can run it, so I'm all for it. Bring the skin to the game. Oh, and speaking of that other skin, more of the same with this skin. Not my type of thing personally, but a lot of people really like this one, so again, Epic Games, bring it on. After that is a weird astronaut with like a t-shirt, just has the helmet and not the rest of the spacesuit, which is actually really cool, because my like problem with the astronaut skins is there's not much to it. It has the helmet, and then all the other astronauts are the same because they just have the astronaut suit on them with just like a different color. So this is a different take on it. I like the idea for it. After that is some armored character that reminds me of something that comes out of Soul Calibur, and I just this design looks really cool. The cape looks awesome. Look at the design for the cape at the bottom, like having that thing follow you around. I like this skin. It looks great. I would love to see the rest of this set personally. After that, I don't know how to describe this one. Looks like it would come from Fortnite mirrors, and it kind of looks like the crossover. I could be remembering this wrong, but there was some crossover skin that I wasn't really familiar with. Maybe it was Silk Sonic. I could be wrong about that. Some crossover skin that happened in creative, I believe, and it was like a style where you could kind of look through the character just like this one. I don't remember who that was, and I apologize. I don't want to be any disrespectful. Regardless, this almost looks like a just as good kind of skin for it. I like the design for it. It looks like something that could come for Fortnite mirrors. After that, more Halloween stuff. Love it. You got the horns, the classic thing you would see in Halloween skins. Just I like it. Could fit in the battle pass well. One of those filler spots in the battle pass. It's a good skin. Moving on, we got another skin that just makes me go, oh my god, What is this? It's just like, just look at the gun on it with the energy coming through it. It looks like one of those, I'm thinking back to like old Sonic X cartoons where it's like they were trapped inside an Eggman robot and it had that like everything going on here. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know how many people watch Sonic growing up. Regardless, it's just giving me really goofy vibes like that, and I would love to run this skin and do some emotes on people. Just like imagine this thing killing you and looking at you and doing an emote. I love it. After that, we got another skin that could come for Fortnite, and man, I feel like I apologize if you guys are like sticking with me throughout the video here. I'm saying a lot of these same things about the Halloween skins. Looks scary, looks clean, could come for Fortnite. That's the gist of it. Now, this is one of the most unique skins I've ever seen in Fortnite history. Like, I don't even know how this would work. It has a bunch of heads going around a head, and it looks like it's projected. So it's like you can have like a bunch of souls inside of like one skin. I think this is an incredibly cool design. Now, I don't know how this would work in game because obviously the head is ginormous. How I'm thinking about it at the beginning is like, okay, when you scope in with the weapon, maybe the holograms could like disappear and you just see the head. I feel like that'd be the best way to approach this kind of skin. If it worked like that, then a lot of people probably get it. But if the heads were always circling around, then it definitely would not work out. It would get way too many people's way. I'm not someone who usually complains about that, but I can see this one actually taking up half your screen and actually being a problem. After there's a skin, now that I'm looking at it, I'm surprised that we haven't gotten it before, and it is the PlayStation 1 graphics Jonesy. After we got Lara Croft, I'm actually surprised now that I'm looking at this. It's like, hey, this is a pretty good idea. Why don't you do that for Jonesy? It's a cool looking skin. I can see a lot of people getting this one. After that, we're gonna show this one off quick. It's that villain skin that I was talking about, but without the armor, so it could be like an edit style for that skin. Regardless, this skin looks a lot cleaner than with the armor on. I like it. Next up, we have a character that looks like it's coming out of this season, because like not obviously coming out this season, but coming like the design of it coming out from this season, kind of like we got some alien skins after the alien season. But this looks really cool. Like if you tie it into the Bloom Watcher, it could be like the Bloom Watcher's offspring. I don't really know. Regardless, like the plants coming out of it, this skin, the design for it is really clean. I like it. I really like the color of it, actually. It's like we don't see a lot of that color in Fortnite. It's good. I like it. After that, more Fortnite. The skin looks very aggressive, very cool. It even has like the diamonds, like the piercing. I don't even know if that's diamonds. It's like some sharp thing that's going off of her braid, if that is hair. Like, I don't know. This skin just looks really cool. I like it a lot for Halloween, man. The amount of potential coming from next season and for Fortnite is absolutely out of this world. I'm so excited. And guys, with that being said, that's all the skins I picked up from the survey. Now there are so many more skins, so guys, you will find them on Twitter if you just type in survey skins. Honestly, go take a look. They're absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait for these skins to come in, man. Like, oh my god, the potential for next season is absolutely out of this world, and I hope Epic Games at least uses some of these. Like, if they use these for the crew, I'm gonna have to resubscribe to the crew. Guys, let me know what your favorite one is down below, and I really liked all these ones. Let me know, like, in particular, which one's your favorite that I showed off in the video, guys. I would love to hear from you down below. And thank you so much for watching. If you're new here and enjoy the content, please consider like button up with the channel, and subscribe if you're brand new. Check the description down below for links to all of my other channels, as well as a link to Real Ember on Fiverr, who will take care of all of your YouTube thumbnail needs. Remember, if you want to be a YouTuber, thumbnails are the most important part of your video. Let Ember take care of that for you. Help mine, you can help yours too. And lastly, guys, if you'd like to use my support creator code in the item shop, especially if you want to buy some of these brand new skins, right? It is code Clen, #Academy, #Epic Partner. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. I will see you in the next video. Take care.